Good morning and welcome back to a brand new school year at Osborne. My name is Brian Radmanovich and I'm very excited and proud to serve as your principal. As we all prepare for another successful year, things will be different for obvious reasons, but as a school team we have designed a plan for a safe return for all students and staff. All of the information we will be sharing with you today can be found in a much more detail in our Lillian Osborne Back to School plan posted on School Zone. I encourage you and your family to review this plan so that you are well prepared as we start the school year. Many logistics, protocols, and safety measures will continue for all of us to enjoy a safe and healthy learning environment at Osborne. As principal, it is very important to have great people working alongside me, and we are very fortunate to have an amazing and dedicated team here at Osborne. Our teachers, along with our support staff, custodial staff, are exceptional and excited to work with you this year. In addition to these fine folks, we have a support network of administrators, counselors, and coordinators eager to assist you with all of your needs. At this time, I would like to introduce to you some of the staff that will be working with you this year. We have 3 assistant principals that work with our students based on alpha groupings. Mr. Jeffery takes care of students with the last name A to G. Mr. Robertson works with students with the last names H to O, and Ms. Johnsbell looks after students with the last name P through Z. This year, our student services team has seen a few changes. We will begin the school year with 3 counselors to meet your needs. Ms. Collins will be working with students with the last names A to G, Ms. Murphy will be working with students last names H to O, and Mr. Smith will be taking care of students with the last names P through Z. Mr. Leong will work alongside the counseling team as our inclusive learning coordinator. Our student services team includes our academic support coordinators as well. Ms. Reed will be our coordinator for our international students as well as a liaison with our English language learners. She will also oversee our literacy program. Mr. Chaudhry will be our career pathways counselor this year. For our international baccalaureate students, Ms. Taylor is your IB coordinator and she will be eager to assist you with your programming and educational needs. In order to have a great school year that we can all be very proud of, it is our collective responsibility to make Lillian Osborne the best it can be for everyone. Our mission at Osborne is inspiring our students through meaningful learning opportunities that nurture passion, resilience, community, and character. I encourage you to get involved in the school community by taking advantage of the numerous opportunities that exist for you in our academic program, the arts, our athletics program, and everything in between. As the year moves along, we will have many opportunities for you to participate in some exciting extracurricular activities, all the while following the guidelines for COVID-19. Stay tuned for more information over the next few weeks from our amazing student activities and leadership team. With your help, the staff and I want to ensure that Lillian Osborne continues to be one of the best high schools in the city. In order for this to happen, we all need to work together. Along with the staff, we all need to do our part and contribute to the success of Osborne, where we can all be proud to be a legend. School spirit and having pride in your school plays a huge part of a memorable high school experience. Now, in order to do this, we must have high expectations, but most importantly, we must be willing to live up to those expectations every day. At Osborne, we have a strong academic focus. Therefore, it is expected that you demonstrate a strong work ethic in all of your classes. This means that you're committed to doing your very best on your assignments, projects, and exams. Your teachers are committed to helping you when you have difficulties, but you have to ensure that you ask questions and seek out opportunities for additional help during class time. We're all here to support you as we all strive for excellence. The staff at Osborne are committed to ensuring that we build a positive learning community together. Building positive relationships with you and your families is very important to our success as a school. In order for Osborne to continue to be a safe and welcoming school, we all must adhere to the expectations that we have to ensure that we're all able to come to a school that has a positive learning environment each and every day. Most importantly, we want to provide you with a safe learning environment. This means on campus, to and from home, and in the community. The entire staff and I are committed to ensuring that this happens. To review our plan to stay healthy and safe this year, I'd like to now invite Ms. Johnsbell to tell you more.
Thank you, Mr. Radmanovich. This year, we continue with COVID-19. We will also continue with some specific protocols as your health and safety continues to be our #1 priority. Last year, we worked very hard as a school community to mitigate risk as much as possible. We wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your daily contributions to ensuring our health and safety. We will begin this school year with many safety strategies in place as outlined by our Lillian Osborne Back to School plan. Today, I would like to remind you of the safety strategies that are in place and what a student can expect upon returning to school this year. Specific strategies include screening for illness, self-assessments each day, hand washing and sanitizing, physical distancing when possible, enhanced cleaning standards, personal protective equipment, and wearing masks. Your safety is our shared responsibility. So our staff and students all need to do our part and work together to ensure everyone remains healthy. And now over to Mr. Robertson to guide you through our student expectations.
At this time, I'd like to review some specific student expectations for the benefit of all students, as I believe it is important to touch on a few reminders. In addition to COVID protocols, we will continue to review emergency preparedness procedures such as evacuations and lockdowns. We will have 5 more evacuations or fire drills and 2 lockdown drills this year. We are a closed campus. That means no visitors to our school, and you are expected not to trespass at any other schools. It is very important to respect the property and safety of others. Respecting the Osborne community. We call this our good neighbor policy. We are counting on all of us to ensure that we keep the Osborne community litter-free. This includes in the school as well. Please assist our custodial staff to help keep our school clean and tidy. This continues to be important this year with protecting everyone from exposure to COVID-19 virus or other infectious diseases. Please practice physical distancing and wear your mask while in the school. When in the neighborhood, please be respectful, particularly on your way to and from school, and be on your best behavior. Remember that all of you represent our school, and we want to maintain a positive image of our school in our community. Appropriate language and behavior in the school, on property, and in the neighborhood. Being the respectful young adults that you are, we expect the use of appropriate language and that you will act responsibly at all times. For student parking, this year parking will be on a first-come, first-served basis. We have over 100 parking stalls available in the parking lot south of the school for student parking. If driving to school, please drive responsibly and safely. We will not be issuing parking passes this year. Please remember, though, that illegally parked vehicles or student parking in staff stalls will be subject to fines and/or towing. Student drop-off is in the front of the school or the north side of the school. Please remind your parents that they are not allowed to drive into the parking lots. This is for the safety of everyone. The main entrances will be open every day starting at 8:40, but will be locked shortly after the classes start at 9:10. Attendance and lates. Students are expected to arrive on time and attend every day, unless you are ill. Please remember to do this daily self-assessment health check prior to coming to school. If you are absent, please have a parent call the main office. Teachers will not be providing online instruction this year, so please connect with your teacher if you are away to catch up. Students late for school, if you arrive late to school, or you're running in the hallways, or you were late in the hallways during class time, or in your transitions between classes, we ask that you respect those classes that are in session. If you are late, you must come through the main doors at entrance number 1. We also ask all students to dress for success. No hoods. Compliance with this policy is expected. This policy is explained in detail in the Student Rights and Responsibilities document that you all have access to and was reviewed on the first day. Using technology appropriately. For your cell phones, they are not to be on during class time unless your teacher has asked you to use them. We expect that it is out of sight and not a distraction or disruption in class. Please be respectful to your fellow classmates and teachers. Social media, please be careful with what you post. Be respectful and mindful of others. Serious consequences for online bullying will be considered for students not adhering to this expectation. Division expectations in accordance with the Student Rights and Responsibilities document represent and reference a zero tolerance for fighting or bullying. Online bullying, alcohol, drugs, drug paraphernalia, including vaporizers and a possession of weapons, can all be subject to disciplinary consequences such as out-of-school suspension and/or expulsion. We also expect all students to follow the health guidelines set by our school and division, and it was already said, with masking in the hallways. Smoking and vaping is not allowed on property, including in vehicles. This is a division policy, and suspensions are possible consequences. Please remember that we are all a part of the Osborne learning community. It takes all of us adhering to the expectations, being responsible, and working together to ensure each of us reaches our full potential. Now, with some information about lunch and a few other important reminders, here is Mr. Jeffery.
Thank you, Mr. Robertson, for detailing this important information. So far, since the pandemic has started, everyone has done an amazing job following the protocols. But I would like to provide you with a few friendly reminders. Some of you have spares this year. If you have a spare during any block, there are a few areas you can be. The areas available will be in the front of the foyer, at the front of the school, the theater lobby, or outside, and you may leave the school campus. Please be aware that you should not be hanging out in hallways where classes are taking place. We want that for learning. At lunchtime, it's really important that students who stay in school for lunch remember to bring their lunch each day. At this time, we are not able to accommodate family members who want to come into the school to drop off lunches. There will be no food delivery services available to drop off lunches at the school. Example, Skip the Dishes or DoorDash. Also at this time, microwaves will not be available to students and vending machines will not be operating. All the students who stay on campus will be able to eat their lunch in their Block 2 class. They can eat outside or go off campus. At this time, we also have known that the Terwilliger Rec Center is open for students to go to during spares and lunch. Remember, we are ambassadors of Lillian Osborne School, and we know you'll meet those expectations. You may notice construction in our front foyer. We are very excited to let you know that we will be later this year having a food kiosk that will be able to provide our school community with the opportunity to purchase food. So stay tuned for more information on that exciting news. If it's really bad weather, so this can happen coming up here. So please eat your lunch in your Block 2 classroom, or you can go off campus for lunch, and you can also spread in the hallways and common areas after you eat your lunch. And please remain physically distanced. If you remember, there's spots on the ground to help you remind you. A reminder that students need to wear their masks while in the school building and in situations where physical distancing is not possible. This includes outside when arriving at school in the morning and when leaving at the end of the day. Masks are also required while in the hallways, on your breaks, or during lunch. The only exception is when you're eating. Wearing masks is super important and you're doing a fantastic job. We always really appreciate how great you are. Keep it up. If you choose to leave the property, remember to keep a safe distance, keep everyone healthy, and stay a little bit away from each other. Hanging out with your friends and going out for lunch is fun, but please remember, be safe and stay healthy. And before our final word from Mr. Radmanovich, let's go to Ms. Greabeiel for a quick announcement from athletics. Ms. Greabeiel?
Thanks, Mr. Jeffery. Well, legends, I know many of you have waited over a year to get back on the field or the court, and that time has finally come. If you've been following our social media accounts, you will have seen the start dates posted for all of our fall sports over the past week. And in case you haven't been following us, I'm here to sum them up for you. If you are interested in playing football, fall camp began last week, so please today with Mr. Leung in Student Services to get more information. Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll see men's and women's volleyball tryouts happening in the main gym. On Tuesday, the girls are from 3:30 to 5:30, and the boys follow from 5:30 to 7:30. Wednesday, they flip times, and the boys will go first. Please come down to the main phys ed office if you have any questions about volleyball. Also happening on Tuesday and Wednesday are cheerleading tryouts. They will both take place on Wednesday, like I said, Tuesday and Wednesday. They will take place both days from 3:30 to 5:30 in the small gym. Please see Ms. Fallowfield if you have any questions. And lastly, if cross-country running is your area of interest, there will be an informational meeting on Wednesday, September 8th in the small gym at lunch. The team's first run will be after school on Thursday, with athletes meeting in the main gym foyer area. Any questions about that? Please see Mr. Mokua. And if there's anything that I missed that you are wondering about, please don't hesitate to send me an email or pop by the phys ed office. Keep an eye on social media for upcoming information on games and tournaments and how you can get involved. And now back to Mr. Radmanovich.
Thank you, Ms. Greabeiel. To wrap up, please know that I'm always available to students and parents, and I encourage you to arrange a meeting with me if you have any questions or concerns. If you see me in the hallways or classrooms, please say hi or just give me a wave. I would like to get to know each and every one of you, and I want you to know that we as a staff are here to ensure that you have a very successful year. To our graduating class of 2022, I wish you all the very best. Work hard and enjoy a successful and rewarding year. I am very excited for you and honored to be your principal, and I look forward to celebrating this special occasion with you this coming spring. As we know, we are in an ever-evolving and fluid context this year, so we will continue to update you through LOHS TV and School Zone with any new and important information. I would like to thank you very much for watching this morning's edition of LOHS TV. On behalf of the entire staff, I hope you all have a fantastic year, and remember to be legendary.